Hadirnya UT memastikan bahwa setiap warga bangsa berhak atas pendidikan tinggi di bawah kekuatan hukum tanpa adanya perbedaan. Lebih dari 2 juta lulusan berhasil menyelesaikan studi di UT. Kami bangga, sudah 4 dasawarsa UT hadirkan pendidikan berkualitas tanpa batas.
UT selalu berfokus ke masa depan dengan tetap berpijak pada nilai-nilai dan budaya adiluhung Nusantara. Digitalisasi layanan pendidikan mempermudah masyarakat dan mahasiswa mendapatkan informasi mengenai UT. Selain tercetak, bahan ajar juga diberikan dalam bentuk digital, guna memudahkan mobilitas mahasiswa. Dengan demikian, belajar bisa dilakukan di mana saja, kapan saja, dan bersama siapa saja. Digitalisasi pendidikan juga diformulasikan ke dalam loka pasar digital mata kuliah yang ditawarkan oleh Indonesia Cyber Education Institute atau ICE Institute. Beragam mata kuliah dari perguruan tinggi terkemuka di tanah air dan mancanegara ditawarkan secara online. Perpustakaan UT sebagai salah satu unit vital di perguruan tinggi menawarkan fasilitas digital yang memungkinkan mahasiswa, dosen, tenaga kependidikan, bahkan masyarakat umum untuk mengakses sumber pustaka secara lebih leluasa. Beragam layanan yang diberikan memastikan student engagement dapat dilaksanakan dengan better, cheaper, and faster. UT pada tahun ini mengedepankan internasionalisasi program sebagai upaya menyejajarkan UT dengan perguruan tinggi jarak jauh berkualitas di dunia. Selain menawarkan program internasional, akreditasi internasional pun dilakukan. International Trust yang tinggi akan meningkatkan kredibilitas UT dan lulusannya. Public trust terhadap UT ditandai dengan terus meningkatnya jumlah mahasiswa UT dari tahun ke tahun.
Semoga keluar dari sini makin berkah hidupnya, apa yang diinginkan tercapai, dan yang pasti ilmunya bisa bermanfaat buat semuanya.
Tidak saja jumlahnya yang meningkat, komposisi mahasiswa pada saat ini didominasi oleh generasi milenial dan Gen Z. Untuk menjaga kualitas akademik, UT melibatkan BAN PT, Lembaga Akreditasi Mandiri, dan International Accreditation Bodies. Bahkan UT satu-satunya perguruan tinggi jarak jauh di Asia yang secara sukarela dan berkala mengundang ICDE untuk mereview semua layanan di UT. Kita ingin memastikan bahwa layanan yang diberikan telah memenuhi kaidah-kaidah dan standar kualitas yang diberikan oleh perguruan tinggi jarak jauh terkemuka di dunia. Pada tahun ini, jumlah program studi yang ditawarkan berjumlah 47 yang dikelola 4 fakultas dan sekolah Pascasarjana. Kantor UT daerah yang tersebar di seluruh wilayah Indonesia dan di luar negeri memastikan layanan pendidikan dapat dinikmati oleh semua tanpa terkecuali, termasuk mereka yang tinggal di wilayah terpencil, terluar, dan tertinggal, serta di luar negeri.
Mungkin harus menunggu puluhan tahun atau ratusan tahun untuk membangun kampus di tempat ini. Puji Tuhan, dengan adanya UT, saya bisa kuliah meskipun saya tinggal di tempat yang amat terpencil seperti ini.
Tanah airku tidak kulupakan, kan terkenang selama hidupku. Biarpun saya pergi jauh, tidak akan hilang dari kalbu.
Meskipun saya TKI di Hong Kong, saya tetap bisa kuliah di UT. Setelah jadi sarjana, saya akan pulang dan menjadi entrepreneur yang tangguh.
Meskipun kaki ini jauh melangkah hingga kutub utara, saya tetap memilih belajar di kampus tercinta Universitas Terbuka.
UT menyalawi.
Dengan semangat 4 dasawarsa, UT hadirkan pendidikan berkualitas tanpa batas.
Engkau ku banggakan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, Salam Kebajikan. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this public lecture of Universitas Terbuka with the topic of the changing landscape of English language teaching, a look into the future. This public lecture is related to the language teaching method course MPBI5103. Ladies and gentlemen, joining with us are our esteemed and honorable guests. Allow me to greet our honorable guests who are here with us today. The honorable speaker, Professor Didin Nuruddin, M.A. TESOL, Ph.D., the honorable director of the graduate school at Universitas Terbuka, Professor Dr. Maman Rumanta, M.Si., the honorable head of English Education's master program, Dr. Johanna M.Pd., and lastly, the honorable participants of today's public lecture. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Gabriella Angeline from Jakarta, and I am one of the students of Universitas Terbuka Master Program. It is such an honor for me to serve as a moderator in this public lecture. And with all due respect, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for taking your time off your busy schedule to join us today. We hope that after this public lecture, we can learn a lot from the speaker, as we have planned the public lecture to be fruitful and engaging for all of us. Before starting our public lecture today, allow me to announce several rules for this public lecture. First of all, participants are encouraged to turn the camera on during the lecture. Also, please change your virtual background with the one provided by the committees in the chat box. Please make sure as well that your microphone is turned off during the whole lecture sessions. If you have any questions about the lecture, please write your questions on the chat box, or you can raise your hands to ask questions at the Q&A sessions later. By the end of the sessions, the committee will provide you with a link for the certificate of attendance. Please fill in your complete name and correct email address at the given link at the chat box later. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure the smoothness of our public lecture, we would like to open this lecture with a prayer. Let us take a moment of silence according to our respective religions and beliefs. Prayer start. Prayer ends. This respectable audience, before we go further, allow me to share the rundown of today's public lecture agenda. First one is opening by the moderator, and then we will listen to our national anthem, Indonesia Raya, continued by the hymn of Universitas Terbuka. Then we will go to our main agenda, which is the lecture from our keynote speaker with a topic of the changing landscape of English language teaching, a look into the future. And then before closing our sessions, we will also have a Q&A sessions. Now we are stepping to our next agenda, which is listening to our national anthem, Indonesia Raya, followed by the hymn of Universitas Terbuka. Ladies and gentlemen, now we come to our main agenda of the public lecture today, a lecture of the changing landscape of English language teaching, a look into the future. This lecture will be delivered for 45 minutes, and I would like to also inform you that the Q&A session may also be carried out during the explanation sessions from our speaker. However, the official question and answer sessions will be at the end of the lecture. So if you have any questions, you may write your questions in the chat box or raise your hands at the Q&A sessions later. Before we begin, allow me to read the CV or our keynote speaker today. Profesor Didin Nuruddin M.A. TESOL Ph.D. adalah guru besar pada Prodi Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris, FTIK, di UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta. Beliau juga seorang master di bidang TESOL dan PhD bidang Education dari University of Canberra, Australia. Beliau juga menjabat sebagai Ketua Komisi Penelitian dan Pengabdian Masyarakat Senat UIN Syarif Hidayatullah Jakarta, dan juga menjabat sebagai Tim Akademik Beasiswa Indonesia Bangkit di Kementerian Agama, serta menjabat sebagai Adjunct Professor di Central Queensland University Australia, dan juga menjabat sebagai reviewer atau interviewer di Beasiswa LPDP, Kementerian Agama, dan juga Australian Awards. Beliau juga menjabat sebagai asesor Lamdik, BKD, Serdos, dan lain-lain. Dan terakhir, beliau juga menjabat sebagai Direktur Eksekutif Indonesia Scholarship Center. And then without further ado, please welcome our speaker today, Professor Didin Nuruddin M.A. TESOL PhD. The time is yours.
Iya,
Good afternoon,
oke,
sir.
good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much, Master of Ceremony, Mbak Gabriella Angeline, for introducing me. Before I start the presentation, allow me to send my warmest gratitude and respect to the Honorable Director of Postgraduate Study, Universitas Terbuka, Bapak Profesor Maman Rumanta, and then also the Head Department of English Language Education, the postgraduate program, Ibu Dr. Johanna, ada juga Bapak Dr. Bakhtiar, and then also respected professors and lecturers and beloved students joining this public lecture. It's been an honor for me to be invited to be the speaker for this public lecture entitled The Changing Landscape of English Language Teaching, a look into the future. And before that, I'd like to also appreciate the profile, yeah, of Universitas Terbuka that we have just seen, yeah, from the video. I am really interested to know about the motto of making higher education open to all. Yeah, and it truly does happen, because I believe that students attending this public lecture, yeah, comes from different provinces, yeah, in Indonesia, perhaps from Sabang, yeah, until Merauke, and then also some of them perhaps are overseas, yeah, UTEC students. Yeah, so it's been really great that UTE exists, yeah, to improve the quality of education in Indonesia and really making higher education open to all. And I've been so far, yeah, involved at UTE's program, yeah, more particularly for the postgraduate of English education department, yeah, to support their program either online, yeah, and then also offline. And I think I'm also the big family of UTE, yeah, because my wife was UTE student as well, yeah, graduating from the communication, yeah, department when she accompanied me to pursue my doctorate degree overseas. So I really appreciate the work that UTE has done so far and then also into the future. So allow me to do the screen share, yeah. Hopefully that you can see it well. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Can you see the PPT? Can I confirm?
Yes, Prof. We all can see your screen.
Okay. That's great. Okay. Now, before we start, yeah, I'm going to try to highlight, yeah, what is happening in terms of the English language teaching nowadays, and then an overview of how it will look, yeah, into the future, so that all of us can also be prepared, yeah, to face the future. And I think one of the skills which is very important in today's era is about our skills in being adaptive to change. Yeah, so it's not only becoming intelligence, yeah, but also to be adaptive to change. Because if we do not want to change, yeah, so we will be left behind, yeah, with the others. So we need to always, yeah, keep up with the development and changes that are happening very rapidly. Now, before I do the presentation, I'd like to invite you all, yeah, to join my quick survey. Yeah, it's just some kind of like easy questions, yeah, that you need to fill out. The way we do this is that we are going to do this together. There are 5 questions here, and we need to do it one by one. Yeah. So what I am requesting you all to do is go to Google. Yeah. You go to Google, and then once you go to Google, you type Slido. Yeah. Or maybe because this one is online, yeah, maybe I can just give you the link, yeah, to go to the survey. Okay. Bear with me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna paste it on the chat box. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. When you click that link, what do you see there? Do you see a survey?
I see pooling, sir.
Sorry, what do you see?
I see pooling.
Polling.
Yes.
Okay, do you see a question there?
Yes. I see only one question. This is what aspect of future English teacher are you most excited about?
Yeah, that's right then. Yeah. Okay. That is the first question. Yeah. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, yeah, please answer that first question. And then after that, once we have completed the first question, then we will move on to the second question. So each question depends on the way I navigate the question. So to start with, we're going to start with the first question. Okay, and I can do the screen share as well. Okay, to see the results. Wait. Okay. 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 Yeah, we can see the result directly. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's the first question. What aspect of future English teaching are you most excited about? Okay, now we have started to generate the responses. Okay, now so far we've got 21 responses. You can see the results, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Okay, ya. Nah, kadang-kadang apa layarnya berbeda ya dengan apa yang terlihat. Okay, yeah. Now you have several choices there. And if you think that there are no choices that you can see or you have chosen, you can just click others. For example, if you think that there are other aspects of future English teaching that you are most excited about. Okay. So far, we've seen that the tally says that technology integration, for example, the use of AI tools, language learning apps, or perhaps other related technology, have been our favorite. Yeah, let's say the one that we are most excited about. So it is around 40%, of the participants here. Yeah, the number starts growing. Yeah, and we can also see that most of you also focus on the soft skills. Yeah, it's about the teaching critical thinking, communication, and problem solving through language. Yeah, so we don't only teach language, but we also try to instill in our students their critical thinking, their ability to communicate, and then also their ability to do the problem solving through language. Yeah, and then also proportion is given to the new teaching methods. Yeah, for example, let's say flipped classroom, task-based learning, and some other methods. And then we start to focus more on the personalized learning. Yeah, meaning adapting lessons to individual student needs. Yeah, because we need to capture that students come from different backgrounds, different abilities, different economic background as well, different intelligence, and some other differences. Yeah, but the most favorite one is the technology integration, with the AI tools and language learning apps. Okay, I think that's quite representing, the voice of most of us. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the second question. Or anyone is still trying to fill in the survey? Because we've got 70 participants, and so far we've got 28 responses. Yeah, is there anyone having a problem in accessing the link? Okay, let me have a look at the chat box. Okay, yeah, there's one asking what's the code. The code is this one, 819591. Yeah, 819591. Okay, I'll type it as well. Okay, that's the code. 819-591. You don't need to put the hashtag there. Yeah, just type the numbers 819-591. Okay, that's the code. I've just sent it through the chat box. Okay, we're still expecting some more participants. Yeah, perhaps in a few seconds. Yeah, because hopefully for the subsequent questions, yeah, we've got more responses. Okay. Okay. For those of you who haven't got a chance to join the first question, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, you can just join at the subsequent questions. Yeah, we're going to move on to the second question that asks, yeah, which method do you think is most effective for teaching English? Yeah, or the mode, yeah, the mode of teaching. Yeah, either the offline learning, online learning, blended learning. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay. Oh, the majority. It's blended learning. Yeah, you can see now this is the result of, I think, the positive sides that COVID-19 left us. Yeah. So apart from the misery and then also the, let's say, trouble or problems that it leads, but it also give us some, yeah, differences and the way we improve our lives. Yeah. One of them is in terms of teaching. Yeah. As we can see, now, even, yeah, the majority of you, and I think this one is quite absolute. Previously, when you were asked to respond to question number one, yeah, it was the highest was around 40%, but now it's about 81%. Yeah. So now this includes the changing trends of the English language teaching. Yeah. When we deliver the same question, let's say 5 years ago, I believe that the majority of us will feel the offline learning because we will never imagine, yeah, the blended learning will grow so fast. Yeah. Okay. 81%. So that's quite absolute. Okay. Now let's move on to the third question. Okay. Now, how comfortable are you, yeah, with adapting your teaching to the new trends? Yeah, hybrid classroom, AI tools, and so on. Yeah. So this is just a self-rated. Yeah. So that's just based on your experience and perspectives. Wow. Result is great. Yeah. Only 5% felt or feels uncomfortable. Yeah. Adapting our teaching to the new trends. Yeah. That includes delivering the online, yeah, classes like this one. Yeah. So we started to get somewhat comfortable, and it comprises of about 63%, yeah, of the participants, and around 30% felt very comfortable. Ya mungkin karena ini karakter-karakter apa orang Asia ya, orang Indonesia ya, rendah hati ya. Jadi walaupun mungkin merasa udah jago banget, tapi lebih banyak yang naruhnya di somewhat aja deh, yang nyaman-nyaman aja gitu ya. Oke. Okay, thank you very much. We are ready to move on, yeah, to the fourth question. Do you think, this is quite tricky, yeah? Do you think that someday teachers, including ourselves, yeah, as an English teachers or English lecturers, will be replaced by machine? Wow. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, we still have a very positive in educating the students. Yeah, but we are until now, yeah, we've seen the growth and the development of machines, technology, yeah, artificial intelligence, and so on, yeah, to support our teaching. But even though that they exist, yeah, we still believe that it is on the human hand, yeah, that will deliver the teaching well. Okay, yeah, so no, yeah, so we will always exist. Yeah, now let's see how's the trend later on. Yeah, on my presentation, we'll see how's the trend of English teaching later on. Yeah, in the future, how's English position. Yeah, in the near future, and then how it will affect, yeah, the English language teaching. Okay, very good. Okay, none of you think that machine will replace teachers. Okay, my last question. Yeah. But hopefully this one is only filled out by UT MPBI students ya. Jadi tolong untuk yang pertanyaan ini yang ngisi hanya uh, mahasiswa MPBI UT saja. Oke, ya. What's your current profession and or your expected profession in the future? Nah, yeah, I believe because you are the postgraduate students, some of you have been working, yeah, or planning to work after you graduate, yeah, or you have already got your expected profession, yeah, in the future. Now, what is it? Teacher, yeah, English teacher. Wow, English teacher, professor in ELT. Wow. Be a lecturer, yeah, so that's the expected profession. Okay, lecturer of university. Okay, teacher and teacher. Okay, yeah, lecturer. Okay, okay. It's been really great then. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Yeah, studying at the postgraduate of English education. Yeah, at UTE. Yeah, they have the graduate profile. Yeah, there are two graduate profiles. Yeah, the first one is to be the English teacher or lecturers. That's the first. And then the second one is to be the researcher, yeah, of English education. Oke, ya. Jadi ini dari respons ini kita bisa lihat bahwa apa yang dipelajari ya yang dialami selama studi ya di UT sesuai ya dengan profil lulusan ya yang telah diset oleh Magister Pendidikan Bahasa Inggris UT ya. Oke. Oh, itu ada PNS pakai emot ya, emot tertawa ya, nggak tahu itu maksudnya apa emot tertawanya itu ya, pengennya jadi PNS atau sudah jadi PNS atau apa ya, multitafsir ya. Oke. Oke. That's great. Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. Yeah, we've got all your responses. That's been great. Yeah. Okay. So MPBI is the right place, yeah, for you to develop, yeah, your ability, your skills, yeah, in teaching, and then later on, to be an English teacher or an English lecturer. Okay, now we're gonna move on to my presentation. Now, can I confirm that you see my slide? Yeah, my PPT slide. Yeah.
Yes, Prof.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. Okay. Now let's have a look first at the global landscape. Yeah, what is happening nowadays? Now, as we can see, the figure says that 84% job title, yeah, in the world will be replaced, yeah, by advanced machines. So that was why I asked you: do you think that human teachers, yeah, will be replaced by machines? But we believe that it will not happen. But truly, so this kind of profession, as you can see on the slide, farm workers, fisherman, breeder, craft worker, yeah, until administrative clerk, warehouse clerk, yeah, will soon be replaced by machine. Yeah, for example, we know that the Amazon has already developed the robot, yeah, to work as the warehouse clerk. Yeah, because robot perhaps, yeah, might have the better abilities and better endurance than human, yeah, when they do the job, because they don't need perhaps, yeah, to take rest, yeah, like human do, or maybe they can be employed 24 hours, yeah, 7 days, yeah. What we need to do with them is just to do the maintenance of them and so on. And the world is really growing. Like, for example, in Indonesia, or more specifically in Jakarta, if we pass through a toll road, yeah, in the past, we should have met the employees at every gate of the toll gate. Yeah. But nowadays, we don't see many of them. Yeah. Perhaps if we see there are 10 toll gates, perhaps there is only one or two. Yeah, employees working, monitoring how it goes, yeah, on that street. Yeah, and later on, it will soon to be developed as in the developed countries. Yeah, for example, there will be no even a toll gate, yeah, exist, because it will use the camera, yeah, from the top and the middle of the road, yeah. So people driving the car do not need to pass, yeah, the toll gate, yeah, meaning that a lot of workers, yeah, related to the tollway, yeah, will be replaced by the machine, and that's what is currently happening at the moment. Yeah, so we need to be aware of this one. And if you can have a look, as being surveyed by World Economic Forum, that 50% of all jobs will require reskilling, yeah, by 2025. Now, surprisingly, there are skills that have never been exist before as one of the top 10 job skills of tomorrow. Yeah, if you can see number 9, it's about resilience, yeah, resilience, stress, tolerance, and flexibility. I think these are the skills that have never show up before. Yeah, let's say a decade ago or 2 decades ago. Now it becomes the skills that we need to master. Yeah, we can see the evidence back then. Let's say this month, we are so saddened with the case of bullying. Yeah, at one of the universities. Yeah, in Indonesia, that leads to death. Yeah, one of the missing link there, it's about the resilience, stress tolerance, and flexibility. Now we need to be aware of this one because the world is growing rapidly. Yeah, so there are a lot of pressure nowadays, and then in the future, that we also need resilience, yeah, stress tolerance, and flexibility, yeah, to face the future. And how about education? Education and challenges and opportunities. There are three things, yeah, that we need to take care of. The first one, there are three competencies. Yeah, there are three things that we have to pay attention to when we teach our students. Yeah, so it's not only instilling in our students the knowledge, but also the skills, attitudes, and values. Again, I would like to highlight the importance of attitudes and values because sometimes it's quite missing in our society. Yeah, nowadays we often seen, yeah, students harass, yeah, each other. Yeah, and it's quite frequently happening in the social media. We can see the evidence there. So there are something missing in our teaching, yeah, which relates to the attitudes and values. Yeah, so if we talk about competencies, there are three things. Yeah, the first one is not only about the knowledge, yeah, but it's also about the skills, attitudes, and values that we need to instill. Why? Because the world is growing really rapidly. It is shortened with the abbreviation of VUCA, yeah, volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. Yeah, let me take an example of the volatility. In the past, yeah, we don't talk about 50 years ago. We just talk about, let's say, around 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, whenever we feel lazy, for example, to clean our houses, there is no other way that we have to do it ourselves, right? Yeah, but nowadays what we need to do is just to open the, let's say, Gojek app and then find the Go Clean, and then there are people coming to our house to do the house cleaning for us. Yeah, A few years ago, yeah, if we need to beautify our face, yeah, or look, yeah, to go to a wedding reception, for example, we have to go to the salon, yeah. We have to go to the beauty salon to do that. But nowadays, what we need to do is just again, yeah, open the application and fill and order, let's say, Go Glam or some other application. That is very easy. Yeah. So that's when we face the volatility. So the world is changing really rapidly. Like for example, in terms of the transportation, we just see now our street is filled out with the electric cars. Yeah, maybe 5 years ago, there are not much. Yeah, there are not many electric cars, yeah, happening in our roads, but now it is really growing. So that's one of the proof. Yeah, it's about volatility. Yeah, the world that is rapidly changing. Now, if we relate this to the English, yeah, as the global in the global context, English, yeah, if we can see now, there are around 7.8, yeah, million, yeah, billion, yeah, citizens on Earth, yeah, and it is predicted by 2045, or hopefully we're still alive by then, there will be 9.6, yeah, billion people, yeah, on Earth. And then how many of them are English speakers? Yeah, even though that it's not easy, yeah, to define what it means by English speakers. Yeah, but roughly estimated, there are around 1.35, yeah, billion people, yeah, in the world, yeah, are English speakers. Yeah, there are some references talking about these numbers. Some says 1.35, some says 1.5 billion. Yeah, because again, I would like to reiterate that it's not that easy to define what it means by English speakers. Now, how about in Asia? Yeah, 460 million of them, yeah, are in Asia. Yeah, so that includes in our neighboring countries, yeah, for example, Singapore, Malaysia, and so on. And how about Indonesia? Yeah, the position of English in Indonesia will still be the foreign language. Yeah, we will never see the evidence until now. Yeah, English as the, let's say, second language. Yeah. Unlike in Malaysia, for example, it has been declared that English as the second language, but in Indonesia, yeah, English is the foreign language, but it can be regarded that English, yeah, as the first foreign language. But I don't think that we've seen the document mentioning that English as the first foreign language. Yeah, but in reality, it does. Yeah, like that. Now, English has been, yeah, in majority aspects in our lives. Yeah. Language of the internet, the media, the giant information system, business, communication, and so on. Even if we find information on the internet, yeah, mostly it is in English. And it does also English in the university entrance. Yeah. No matter the discipline that we are applying, yeah, for example, if we are about to enter, let's say, the subsequent level of our education, for example, the doctor in education management, for example, likely, yeah, we will still face what we call as English, yeah, as the university entrance. And I believe that once you are about to graduate, you need to meet, yeah, certain English requirements, yeah, as one of the mandatory requirements by the university. Yeah, even English in the job vacancy requirements are very important. Yeah, even though that we don't use, yeah, direct English, yeah, in our profession, for example, yeah, because not all professions require active English, but still, if we have English proficiency, that will be the advantage. And then also for the scholarship opportunities, yeah, nowadays, mushrooming, yeah, hundreds of thousands of scholarships are available that we can get. And again, language proficiency in this case, yeah, English, yeah, will be really important to have. Now, the future of ELT, yeah, what we are going to discuss here, some of them, yeah, we will not discuss all of them. We're focusing on several issues. Yeah, the first one is the global demand, yeah, for English language teaching, and then also with the blended learning, yeah, the one that we have just discussed on our quick survey, yeah, mentioning that the majority of us favor, yeah, blended learning, yeah, over online or offline. And then the growth of the freelance teaching trend. I believe that some of you are English teachers, not all working at the physical classroom, perhaps. Yeah, perhaps some of you work as an English tutor or English instructor, yeah, in a company, in a web-based company, yeah, English. Yeah, so you teach English, not offline, but online. Yeah, so the company might be somewhere else in other regions in Indonesia, yeah, for example, in Malang or in Surabaya or other provinces, but you work from Jakarta or some other areas as well. Yeah, so that's a growing trend about the freelance teaching trend. And then also the informal digital learning of English. Yeah, we're gonna have a look at some apps, yeah, some application that we can use, yeah, to compensate the limited time of English teaching, yeah, in the classroom. Yeah, because we don't teach all in the, let's say, English education department, or where English has um, a lot of credits, yeah, in the school system. So we need to find ways, yeah, to compensate all that time limitation. Yeah, and one of them is through informal digital learning of English, or we shorten it as either. And then also about the trending topics for research, I'm going to highlight one of the latest research that we did, including myself, in relation to the artificial intelligence in English language teaching. Yeah, and then also the AI technology integration in English language teaching. Now, the global demand, yeah, for ELT, yeah, it will still persist, yeah, as the global lingua franca, yeah, driving ongoing demand for English language teaching. So for all of us who have the profession as an English teacher or an English lecturer, the profession will always be there. Yeah, we don't need to worry. Yeah, that's not included into the profession that will, let's say, extinct, yeah, in the future. Just like what I mentioned previously on the previous slide. Yeah, the market size value growth, yeah, in 2020, and it is predicted the size of the growth, yeah, by 2028. Yeah, the focus is now on the dominant form, yeah, of the new methodologies and then technologies in the industry. Now, so what are we preparing our students for? Yeah, so it's not only for communication, but when we teach, yeah, there are three things that we need to think about on how we should be preparing our students. Yeah, so it's not only for study, it's also for career and then also for life. Yeah, and that is accordance to the previous slides that I discussed about the roles of English in our aspects of life. Yeah, so in this case, English as a medium of instruction, yeah, can be also be promoted, yeah, to be the mode of instruction in the classroom. Yeah, so it's not only about teaching English, but also teaching other disciplines. Yeah, for example, the natural science is taught using English. Yeah, history is taught using English, and so on. Yeah, so we don't need to worry about the global demand for English language teaching, because it is predicted that it will remain stable and even increase gradually in the near future. And I just would like to remind you, yeah, for all the MPBI students, that there are two, yeah, graduate profiles, and I'm really happy that majority of you are on this, yeah, profession. Yeah, just remember that you are being trained here to be two things. The first one is as the teacher, and or the lectures of English. Yeah. And then the second one is to be the researcher in English language education and its related field. Yeah. So that's what we need to keep in mind of studying at MPBI. Yeah, of course, that in reality, you may work at other disciplines, and I think that is really natural. usually the ones that follow, the graduate profiles, the size is about 70%, 60 or 70%. The other 30% goes to the other profession that is not listed in the graduate profile, and I think that's really normal. Like, for example, perhaps a few of our students, become a worker, for example, in a banking industry, or being a stewardess, or even being a pilot, and so on. Yeah. And then the next thing is about the blended learning. Yeah, as we have predicted, and in our survey, it mentions that it will be maintained as one of the most dominant teaching methods in the future. Yeah, integrating in person and then also online instruction that will become increasingly popular. Yeah, like for example, like this, what we are doing at the moment. Yeah, there is a mixture between the offline and then online learning mode. Yeah. Um, in the future, the institution will adopt a blended approach. Yeah, and it will enable students to access digital resources, alongside in-person instruction. Yeah, because of the growth of the technology, the development and so on. Yeah, I believe that the blended learning will remain favorable, in the future. And then the next thing is about the freelance teaching trend. Yeah. So sometimes we do not work, yeah, in an office, in a real office, in a real office setting. Yeah. Because nowadays, for example, if we work as a teacher of English, it does not to be in a physical classroom. Yeah. We can teach as a freelance, teaching at a private institution, for example. Yeah, even some students who are being really creative, so they form the media, the creative media. For example, publishing English video courses. They develop the YouTube channel. They run blogs. Yeah, even they use and maximize the use of the social media accounts. Yeah, one of them is TikTok. Yeah, to teach English. Yeah. So it's not only about dancing that we can do at TikTok, but it's also about teaching languages. Yeah. So there are a lot of opportunities ahead, and that really depends again, with the ones that I mentioned at the beginning. It's about being adaptive to changes. Yeah. If we stick to our traditional norm, or the way of thinking, it's going to be difficult with coping up with the changes that is happening nowadays. And then the next thing is about the growth of informal digital learning of English, or we refer to as IDLE. Yeah, basically it is the digital platform, outside formal education setting. Yeah. So we will instill this to our students as well, maximizing the development, of technology. Yeah, basically it's a self-directed, English activities in informal digital settings. Yeah, motivated by personal interests and is taken independently. Yeah. So, for example, if we watch English movie, for example, at Netflix, and it uses, let's say, the subtitle, yeah, means that we also learn using this idle, mode. Yeah, because we not only enjoy the movie, but we also expose ourselves, with English. And if we hear, a song in English, that's also part of that idol system. Yeah. Or nowadays it grows a lot of applications that I will inform us in the subsequent slides. The applications that can be used, to learn English independently. Yeah. Mm, that means that we also learn English using that mode. Yeah, the idle mode. Yeah. For example, yeah, the idle examples might be watching movies, or TV shows in English with subtitles. Yeah. So that's what we can give to our students as well. Yeah, we give some kind of like instruction for the students to watch this type of movie, or we leave it to them, to watch any kinds of movie that they like. Yeah. Yeah, because anyway, idle is unstructured and then based on the personal interest, yeah, or of the students. Or we can instruct them as well to listen to English, music, and podcasts. Yeah, it's free for them, yeah, to choose any types of podcasts that they like. Yeah, especially when they deal with English, for example, with the TEDx, yeah, or with the other podcasts, yeah, or the ones which is provided by the British councils as well. Yeah, later we're gonna see it in the next slides. And then also playing online games in English that includes the modes of the idle, yeah, and also following English language blog and social media accounts. There are so many, yeah, that we can use, yeah, to teach or to learn English. Yeah, reading English news articles and online English content. There are so many. Yeah, online language exchange partners. It's very easy. Even if we sign up to an app, yeah, for example, we can have a practice, yeah, with the AI, yeah, with the artificial intelligence person, yeah, uh, and then also using, of course, the artificial intelligence tools, yeah, the AI tools. Now, I will give you some of the samples, yeah. But first, we're gonna have the characteristic of the idle, yeah, or extramural learning context. The first one is really, yeah, self-directed learning, means that largely depends on the person, on where he or she wants to learn, when he or she wants to learn, or how he or she wants to learn. Yeah, so it can be done anywhere. For example, while relaxing in the room, yeah, or perhaps by having a picnic, yeah, in the garden and so on. So that's really self-directed learning, unstructured. Yeah, there is no specific time or date that they will learn anytime. If they feel that they are learning, they will learn. Yeah. And then also the informal content. Yeah, as I mentioned before, yeah, English can be learned from, for example, the TikTok account and so on, yeah, from YouTube, yeah, or from blogs and so on. And it has been exposed, yeah, with the authentic language, and it is flexible. Again, can be done anytime, anywhere, yeah, morning, yeah, afternoon, night, and so on. And it uses the digital tools. Yeah, what kind of digital tools? Yeah, for example, I believe some of you have already utilized this. Yeah, when you learn English. Yeah, for example, using the ELSA apps. Yeah, ELSA apps is very favorable. Yeah, to learn foreign languages. So it's not only about the English language, but also some other languages. Yeah. So if you feel that you would like to learn a new language, yeah, other than English, you can expose yourself to this app. Yeah. Yeah, for example, if you'd like to learn Hindi or perhaps Japanese, yeah, or perhaps Thai language, Vietnamese, Portuguese, Spanish, and Korean, yeah, yeah, you can use this app, yeah, and then also others, which is quite popular as well, is what we call as the Hello Talk, yeah, Hello Talk free, yeah, application to learn a language free, yeah, by chatting with a native speaker around the world. Yeah, so it's very easy now. As I mentioned before, interacting with the English speaker can be done quite easily nowadays with the use of technology. Yeah, even there are a lot of groups, yeah, in Facebook. Yeah, it's about language exchange. Yeah, for example, they would like to learn our language, but at the same time, we can invite them as well. Yeah, to, let's say, to talk to our students, yeah, using the language that they have, yeah, mostly with English, yeah. So the interaction is having no boundaries nowadays with the development of technology, yeah. Or maybe with the cake free as well, yeah, it's very popular. Duolingo, yeah, it gains its prominence nowadays, yeah, it has been accepted, yeah, it's test, yeah, to apply for scholarships or for the university entrance. Yeah, so they've made a tremendous progress, yeah, in the field of English language teaching. And then also for reading, yeah, there are some.
Apologies
Yeah.
for interrupting. Would like to
Yes.
remind you that the time is only the session this for the sharing session. The time is only like 5 minutes left.
How
Sorry,
many
sir.
minutes left?
5 minutes left for the sharing
Okay,
session.
5 minutes left. Okay, I'll be quick. Thank you very much ya for the reminder. Okay, thank you. Ya, biasa kalau dosen kalau udah ngajar semangat tuh, luar biasa ya. Oke. For idle reading ya Kindle. Yeah, just gonna move on quite quickly. I've given this presentation slides to the committee. Yeah, later on that you can ask for that slides yeah to them. And for listening, we have this Busu app. Yeah, and also even if you like learning from the podcast or you can or if you'd like your students to learn to practice their listening, you can instruct them to learn English podcast from British Council. And the good thing is that you can download it. You can download the podcast there and then treat them as an offline mode. So you can hear it anytime you like. Or even when you have no internet connection because you've downloaded offline, means that you can play it anytime and anywhere you like. For idle writing, it's also growing, more particularly for the, let's say, the example like Grammarly Premium. There are a lot. Proofreading and so on. Even there's a new one, Edit GPT. So it's not only teach us on how to correct, but they also show us how to correct. For example, the ones that you see the red cross there, and then it is corrected into the green one. So we can see the evidence on how it is corrected. So we don't only know the results, but we also know how it was corrected. QueryPod, trending topics for research, more particularly on artificial intelligence, which has been increasingly become pivotal element in various fields of life. So this is one of the research studies that we did on research trends in artificial intelligence in English language teaching. Using the bibliometric study, that you can use this one as well as the basis to do your subsequent research. Now, basically, we analyze and map the recent trends in AI application in English language teaching using this bibliometric analysis, and some prevailing research methods that we ask is about what are the trends, and then how they are categorized thematically, including the major journals, and then what are the future directions of artificial intelligence research within ELT. Now, the way we do this is we investigate the Scopus databases from 2019 till 2024, from a total of 1,994 documents, which are quite sizable enough for a bibliometric analysis. And you can see the trend now, from 2019 until 2023, the number is growing. 2024, of course, that it's not that high because this survey or this research was taken in May. Of course, by this month, it's September, I believe that the number is growing, and I believe at the end of 2024, the number exceeds the previous year. And then the relevant authors, it has been investigated that none of them are from Indonesia. Hopefully it will grow, by most relevant sources, mostly are available at one of the prominent journal named TESOL quarterly journals. Most relevant affiliations, varied, but surprisingly, country-specific scientific production, Indonesia ranks the third. There are no prominent or most productive authors from Indonesia, including on the list, but in terms of the artificial intelligence in English language teaching research production, Indonesia ranks the third. But we haven't investigated further on specifically about this number. So this warrant further research. We're gonna do this. We talk about bibliometric coupling. We can see now there are 7 clusters. The first one is about AI and contextual language learning, AI and internet technology in English education, AI in English teaching and digital literacy, AI in English education management, AI in teacher competence and autonomous learning. That becomes one of the focus as well in the future of English language teaching, yeah, of the concept of autonomous learning, yeah, and then also language learning systems and AI based, yeah, learning models. Yeah, if we see it from the colors, yeah, it's about application in AI, yeah, applications, big data, data mining, college English tests, AI and English. Yeah, at the end, yeah, it will continue to thrill, bamboozle, yeah, and delight us in 2024 and beyond. Yeah, and ELT professionals are using, yeah, AI to prepare their lesson, create activities, reduce workload wherever possible. Yeah, and it's also use AI to support their learning, yeah, via intelligent translation, but hopefully not doing their homework. Okay, I think I will stop my presentation there. I would like to thank you very much, yeah, for all your attentions for this past, I think, 45 minutes, yeah. Yeah, hopefully we'll have some fruitful discussion after this. But please, I would like to remind you that there are some professors and lecturers here as well. Yeah, hopefully they can help me as well when answering the questions from the participants. Okay, so looking forward to having the fruitful discussion, yeah, until the end of this public lecture. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prof. Didin, for such an insightful sessions in today's public lecture. And now we will move on to the Q&A sessions. And I will begin the sessions with the audience who wants to ask the questions directly. So for all the audiences, if you have any questions and want to ask it directly, please do raise your hands. Open your microphone and then the camera. Also, please mention your name and where you are from. Untuk Bapak Ibu mungkin ada yang ingin ditanyakan, boleh langsung raise hand saja. Atau mungkin kalau malu angkat tangan dan ngomong langsung, boleh langsung di chat box juga Bapak Ibu. Okay, so Prof. Didin, I think there's two questions actually in the chat box. I'll read out the questions first. For the first questions, how might technology advancement such as AI and VR, virtual reality, redefine the role of English language teachers in the coming years? And then for
Yeah, okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I can also read, yeah, the question from the chat box. Thank you to Mr. Yeah, Ahmad Akbar. Yeah, to wherever you are. So it's been great to have your question here. Yeah, of course, as we have discussed previously, that the artificial intelligence that includes the virtual reality has already expanded, yeah, in the life of English language teaching. Yeah, now we need to remember our roles, yeah, and revisit those roles of English language teachers. Yeah, it's not only about being a teacher, yeah, but also being a facilitator, being the role model, yeah, being the instructor, yeah, being the negotiators, and so on. So, in that sense, yeah, we can use those technology development, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality again to support our teaching. Yeah, to support our teaching once again. So it's not for replacing our work, yeah, as the teacher, but also to support our role as an English teacher or an English lecturer. Yeah. For example, if we would like to practice or to instill or to let our students improve their listening, yeah, we can use a lot of artificial, yeah, intelligence tools. Yeah, for example, the ones that I have just presented previously. Yeah, we give them some kind of like directions, yeah, instruction on how to use that application, yeah, so that it can be quite meaningful, yeah, for their learning. So our role as a teachers, yeah, in that sense, is to be the facilitator, yeah, for their learning. Yeah, we have to play multiple roles as an English teachers. Yeah, again, it's not only about teaching, but it's also about showing, facilitating, yeah, moderating, yeah, communicating ideas, and so on. So we have multiple roles to play, and I think that it's been really great. Yeah, that the artificial intelligence is there, yeah, to support us. Yeah, for to some extent, yeah, it can also be used. Yeah, for example, helping us to provide an individual feedback to our students' work. Yeah, to some extent, that is quite useful and it's quite handy. Yeah, of course, we don't rely, yeah, only on that artificial intelligence tools, but also combine it with the way we mark or we give feedback to the students' work. Yeah. So in this case, again, artificial intelligence becomes our supporters. Yeah, in the way we teach English. Yeah. And again, yeah, how can English language teaching evolve, yeah, to better prepare students for intercultural communication and the demand for a diverse workforce in the rapidly growing world? Yeah, rapidly global world. Yeah, I think this is also a very good question. Yeah, that has been the challenge. Yeah, um, English is not only learned for getting a good score, yeah, at school or at universities. As I mentioned before, there are three aspects that we need to think about when we teach our students. Yeah, so we prepare them, yeah, for their study. The first one, we prepare them for their career. That's the second one, and we prepare them for their life. Yeah, so there are three aspects that we need to cover. Yeah, in our teaching. Yeah. So again, we need to teach English, yeah, not as isolation. Yeah, isolation means only teach English as a language, but we need to incorporate as well. Yeah, for example, the culture, yeah, the communication, yeah, and some other things that we can embed into our teaching. So students not only being exposed to the language, but they know on how to use it in real life. Yeah. For example, if we teach them, yeah, about greetings, for example, that's the simple one. Yeah. Maybe we can bring the real situations. Yeah, um, when the neighbors, yeah, of two different nationalities meet. Yeah, in that sense, we also provide them not only with how language is formed, but it's also about how language is used. Yeah, that also caters the intercultural, yeah, communication between two people, yeah, from different nationalities. So again, the key is by teaching English, yeah, not in isolation, yeah, but also in tandem, including the culture and so on. Yeah, I think that's my response. And for participants, yeah, you are more than welcome, yeah, to add to any explanation that I've made. I believe that all of us, yeah, can be a very good source of information for all of us, yeah, including for myself. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. For there are also other questions. As language teachers, we may not need to worry about our future's job, but the challenge we have to face are enormous. How do we respond to it?
Okay, let me read the question first. Oh yeah, as language teachers, we may not need to worry
Mhm.
about our future job, but the challenges we have to face are enormous. Yeah. How do we respond to it? Yeah. If I were to describe that, yeah, in one word, again, the word that I will say is adaptive. Yeah. Adaptive for me means multidimensional. Yeah. Being adaptive means that we have a strong willingness, yeah, for example, to keep up. yeah, with the rapid development of technology. Yeah, you can imagine for those who don't, who cannot show being adaptive to changes. Yeah, let's have a look from one of the businesses of transportation, for example, with the taxi. We can see the evidence that the taxi that does not open for changes, yeah, they will be left behind. Yeah. Let's have a look with the conventional taxi. Some taxi companies, yeah, tries to adjust with the new condition. Some others do not. Yeah. The ones who do not change are really left behind. But the ones that keep up with the new trends and technology, they will take most benefit. Yeah. For example, if they are being adaptive to also infuse the online, yeah, system, they will get two advantages. Yeah. The first one is if we take a taxi on the road, yeah, we can just hail them and stop them, right? That's the first. And the second way that can get the passengers is by ordering online. Means that they have two modes, yeah, for getting the passengers. While the fully online transportation, yeah, they only rely on the online order, yeah, but they cannot be stopped on the road, yeah. So means that the taxi company that are being adaptive to changes will take its benefits, yeah. Um, of course, yeah, being adaptive is not easy because if I ask a question, do you want changes? Yeah. I believe that the majority of us will say, yes, I want changes. Yeah. But if I twist that question into, do you want to change? I think not all of us, yeah, will say yes. Yeah. So let me highlight. Most of us want changes, but if the question is twisted into, do you want to change? Maybe not all of us. So that's the challenge, yeah, that we have to undergo within ourselves. Yeah. So the key is being adaptive. Yeah. For example, like this, if we do not want to learn to integrate technology in our teaching or in the way we learn language, for example, yeah, it's going to be very difficult for us to keep up. Yeah. Even this online mode of public lecture, I believe that this one is very used to, yeah, and is being really a normal thing to do at UT, yeah, since decades, yeah, since uh, maybe 40, yeah, 40 years ago, yeah, since UT has been established. Yeah, but for us who are from the other universities that do not really yes used to the technology previously, if we don't keep up with this, of course that we will feel left behind. Yeah. So the key is on the constant activities on teachers professional development, either formal or informal. That's the way that we can make it a survival for ourselves. Yeah. Okay, thank you, or Kak Umroh, yeah, for the question.
Thank you so much, Prof. Didin. So the key is being adaptive ya, Prof. Berarti ya, Prof.
I think so. Yeah, that's what we have in mind. Yeah, it's not easy. It's easy to say, but that's not easy
Mhm.
to be implemented. Including I'm talking to myself. Yeah, it's not only talking to you all. Yeah, but I'm also talking to myself.
Okay. There's also the next questions coming from Bapak Arif Eko, Prof dari Kepulauan Riau. Pertanyaannya, how do we integrate technology advancement maximally while we are living in the area that has unstable signals?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. Yeah, because um, there are plenty of load that needs, yeah, a real and stable signals. Yeah. But I think the way to, let's say, a bit improve this possibility is to maximize the asynchronous mode. I think that's the only way that we can do that. It's not focusing more on the synchronous means that we are doing the teaching learning just like now, face to face, even on either online, using this media of technology. But that is something which is a bit unfeasible to do when we have that unstable internet connection, or even there are difficulties in having enough mobile data, because doing the synchronous mode requires a lot more data to carry. So the ones that we can do from ourselves, apart from promoting to the local authorities, to improve the internet facilities at our surrounding, is we can promote the asynchronous mode. So for example, again, I gave you an example of the way we learn listening, or the way we can teach our students listening from the application. In this case, using the British Council podcasts. That material is can be downloaded offline. Can be downloaded offline. When we talk about unstable signals, means that there are times when the signals is quite stable, right? So it's not really completely not available. There are signals, but unfortunately, it's quite unstable. So we can download that, for example, the podcast, episode that we would like our students to learn from, and then send it to them in an offline, in an offline mode, so that they can download it anytime, they can learn it at any of their convenient time, and so on. Or for example, if we'd like them to learn English, let's say from YouTube channel, we can help them by downloading the YouTube videos and convert it into an offline file, and then again we send it to them in an offline mode, so that they can learn and download it anytime it is possible for them. That's one of the ways, I think, to cover the limitation regarding the unstable signal. But I think that's really let's say it's not that's quite normal happening in the vast regions of Indonesia, because Indonesia covers a vast amount of areas that are not all equal. So that's why one of the concerns on English language teaching is about the inclusivity, on how education or English can be learned by all. So hopefully in the next future, with the advancement of technology further, it can help with the better signals in the majority of areas in Indonesia. Hopefully.
Yes, thank you so much, sir.
Ibu Gabriella Angeline, can I ask questions?
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ibu.
Okay. Good afternoon, Prof. Didin. I want to ask a question. What is the relationship of critical thinking and the implementation of AI? I have read some previous research. Previous research find that the learner's critical thinking is improved after the implementation of AI, but other research do not support the findings. It means that student critical thinking are not sharpened by the implementation of AI. What do you think, Professor?
Thank you very much, Bu Sylvia. I think that's really interesting research, and I think we need to see it from the good point of view, because research sometimes has differences in terms of the results. That really depends on the methodology and the respondents and so on. So sometimes there are conflicting views, right? There are some people found that AI improves the students' critical thinking, and some others view, yeah, on the other hand. And I think that's really normal in research. That's what we call as findings. Yeah, findings can be in any kinds of form, depending on the methods, again, the participants, yeah, the locus of research, and so on. Again, that really depends on how teaching is delivered there. Yeah, let's have a look at, for example, with the feedback. Yeah, with the written feedback. If we use AI, yeah, and then ask the students to check their work, yeah, for example, through AI, for example, using the um, Grammarly Premium, yeah, usually we only know the end result, right? Yeah, so it does not lead them, yeah, to think about how the correction system works. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. But if we use other artificial intelligence tools, yeah, for example, with the Edit GPT, yeah, if we use Edit GPT, we can know exactly on how was the previous version and then how it was corrected. Yeah, and then after that, our role as a teacher or a lecturer is to give that assignment is not only on the results of the feedback, but they need to analyze on how machine works, yeah, to do the correction. Yeah. In that sense, we try to instill, yeah, the students' way of critical thinking. Yeah. So they not only learn on the results, but also know the process, yeah, of how machines correct people's work. Yeah. So next time they write, yeah, they know exactly on how to prevent the same mistakes that they do. Yeah. I think that really depends on the way, yeah, we teach our students. Yeah. So if we give them, yeah, the chances of using the artificial intelligence to see the results, yeah, I think that's not quite meaningful. But if we instruct them to see what artificial intelligence can teach us, yeah, for example, like the one I mentioned you about the corrective feedback, I think that there is something that can be quite meaningful for students to learn. Yeah, I think that's how it works. So for example, even sometimes when I guide a scriptsy or when I assess a scriptsy, yeah, there are a lot of I think topic relates to the error analysis. Yeah. And usually the students will end up by mentioning the results. Okay, these are the sources of the errors. But to me, that's not the end point. Yeah. What they need to increase is on about finding why those errors occurs. I think that is the one which is still missing. Yeah. The discussion. Yeah, so I think that's the way we can maximize the use of the artificial intelligence. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's quite normal. Yeah, to have a conflicting views on the results of the research that largely depends on a lot of variables. Yeah, I think that's my response, Bu. Yeah.
Thank you, Bapak.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Sylvia, for the questions as well. Prof, I think before we go back to the questions from the chat box, I think there is one more person who would like to ask the questions directly. Bu Ade, you can open your mic.
Okay. Hi, am I audible now?
Yes, Ibu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Prof. Didin. First of all, thank you so much for a very nice presentation from you. As you mentioned earlier, that there is so many apps that we can use to improve our English English language skill. For example, for speaking, for reading, listening, and writing. So I am interested to know that about. I think you mentioned about Duolingo and HelloTalk. Yes, for
Yeah.
yes, for those apps, we can find a partner to speak with, and maybe we can discuss to people around the world, maybe with the white people, let's say.
But the things it's become my concern that it's as we don't know anyone there. They are totally stranger. So it's become to my concern to it's hard to find the right person to talk with, the sensible one, the smart one to be our partner, instead of improve our speaking skill, it will goes into what I mean. So especially in this internet, we cannot. It's hard to guarantee that okay, this is the right person to talk.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
me, if you, so this is not specific for you. So anyone here, all the participants, if you, Prof. Didin, or other friends that know, let's say group or the specific group maybe that we can address in Duolingo or Hello Talk, which is we can that you can guys recommend to me, or maybe others also want to build up the good relationship with them, so we can improve our speaking skill. It will be really helpful and appreciated. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, yeah, Bu Ade, for bringing that questions. Yeah. Yeah, there is always some kind of like drawbacks of many things. Yeah. We can see the positive ones, but on the other hand, there will always be some, let's say, negativity. Even I cannot imagine it can lead to that. Yeah. Let's say including maybe perhaps threats, yeah, if we don't find real or good partners, yeah. So if any of you, yeah, who can show, yeah, Ibu Ade perhaps, yeah, a group of people who are quite reliable enough to talk to, you are more than welcome, yeah, to share your thoughts and experience, yeah, more particularly with the Duolingo apps, yeah, and then also with the Cake Free, or perhaps with any others, yeah, any other application. I can suggest ones from the Facebook group. Yeah, that's also one of the what is it? One of the way for us to utilize the informal digital learning of English. There are one Facebook groups. Yeah. But let me think. Okay, I'm gonna send you the link. Okay, I have it on my phone, so I'm gonna send it to my WhatsApp first. Yeah. Okay, and then okay, wait. Okay, I've got the link here, but my phone is quite low. Okay. Okay, I've got the link. Yeah, okay, I have pasted that Facebook group that is quite beneficial for us to have a lot of English teachers all over the world. Yeah, usually that they work, the way they work is that it's based on the cooperation, yeah, among the members. Yeah, it's like a matter of give and back. Yeah, yeah, give. So whenever we receive something from them, yeah, we give back to them as well. Yeah. So for example, on one hand, that they are invited. Yeah, they are invited to talk to talk to our classes, for example. And on the reverse, yeah, sometimes they invite us as well. Yeah, to teach at their classes. I think that benefits the two parties, right? Because in that sense, yeah, we were also invited to be a speaker, yeah, at the international settings, because those teachers come from different nationalities. But again, we need to be quite cautious as well, yeah, as Ibu Ade mentions. But the way we check it is not that difficult. Yeah, we can check it from their profile. Yeah, easy. Yeah, because when they post, yeah, and then ask for, let's say, volunteers, yeah, to meet their students, for example, and in exchange, they are more happy as well to meet our students as well. Yeah, of course, that they have the profile, right? The Facebook profile. Excuse me for a sec. Yeah. So just check their profile. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Yeah, in some social medias, yeah, like Facebook, we can just easily notice if their account is legitimate or not. Yeah, by checking their profile. But unfortunately, that doesn't really happen in the AI language learning apps. Yeah, sometimes it's quite limited because we don't know who the person is and so on. But as long as we maintain, yeah, but as long as we maintain a professional connection, yeah, with them, yeah, a professional connection means that we only talk about business. Business in this case means English. Yeah, we don't talk about other personal or even personal life and so on. I think they'll be fine. So being sensitive and being cautious about the signals, yeah, with the people that we are interacting, I think that's very important as well. So the ones that I send you, yeah, over the chat box is one of the reliable Facebook group. But I like to highlight that it's a reliable group. Yeah, it's not the person 100%. Yeah, so we have to double check. Yeah, checking from their personal Facebook profile if they yeah, it's not that difficult, right? Yeah, to judge whether it's a correct account or fake account, yeah, or legitimate or so on. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for bringing that question, yeah, Ibu Ade, so that we can be more cautious as well with the positive things that we may take from the artificial intelligence. Yeah. Or maybe some other participants, as Ibu Ade mentioned, has other ideas about this. You're more than welcome to discuss it. Yeah, here.
Thank you, Prof.
You're welcome, Bu Ade. Good luck, yeah.
Thank you.
So, are you an English teacher, Bu Ade, or like English lecturer, or?
I am teaching practitioner in Dukan English School. So that school is in Qatar, Prof. So yeah, I am in Qatar now. But actually, I bring this up because this is becoming a problem, I think, for everyone in Indonesia, because it's we are hardly to find a partner to communicate, to use our English. Maybe in theory we are, we are expert. We are okay with that, but to find a partner to talk with, it's quite hard to find in Indonesia, because mostly Indonesian people don't use English much. But somehow lucky I can find people around the world also in this country, so I bring this up. Still want to improve my English by online. Anytime I can hold my phone anywhere in my free time. But I'm sure this question also really helpful for for others maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, Bu Ade. Yeah. And also maybe sometimes we can utilize as well artificial intelligence, yeah, to practice English for us and then also for our students. Yeah. One of the developing apps, yeah, is like the one that I've just mentioned. Yeah, and I've just sent over the WhatsApp. Sorry, over the chat box. Yeah, it's called Promova. Yeah, but to some extent, yeah, it needs to be paid, yeah, for the subscription. But I think that's really good because we can also practice. We don't need to worry about with whom that we have a conversation with, because it's with the artificial intelligence. So on. Yeah, so it's not the real person. It doesn't harm us and so on. Yeah, it's just some kind of like maybe less authentic, but they have been trained, yeah, to practice using the natural language. And the good thing from having a practice with the artificial intelligence is that somehow, yeah, they can also become the English teacher for us, yeah, because they can correct Yeah, they can respond based on our responses. For example, if they ask, where do you come from? And then we respond, I am come.
Sorry, Prof, you are freeze.
Yeah, I think there is some problems with Prof connections.
Try to invite him back, sis.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I will double
Yeah.
check with Prof Didin. Yeah.
I think while waiting for Prof Didin as well, I have also one applications. It's called the Wiki voice chat. Me and my friends used to use this one as well. I will type it down in the chat box. There you can actually choose people to talk to. They also have very clear and detailed profile on the person that you're choosing for your partner to be talking. So it would quite safe. But yes, still, as Prof didn't say it as well, just be cautious and be having like boundaries. I think would be good as well.
So the application is special for speaking or for other skill as
For
well?
speaking and chat as well. So for chat
Okay.
and speaking.
So now I'm doing a research with some English language teachers in Sri district in South Sulawesi, and now I'm in Makassar. Now I try to introduce them with one applications that, from my understanding, that's one of the best application for English language teachers is called TWI. So TWI, it can help you in all skill in English. So and just one click, and then you can make something like text or help you to speak or listening or reading, make a text and etc. So I'm now doing the research on that. It's called TWI. Yeah. Oh, okay, Prof Didin. Okay, welcome back, Prof Didin.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, have a internet. Yeah. Problem. Yeah, that's quite normal. Just like one of the question raised, yeah, how to cater to the teaching when we have the unstable signal.
Okay. Wade, is that answering the questions, or do you would like to have ask any other questions, or should I?
It is. And thank you so much for Prof Didin and other participants to share some apps that really useful for us to practice our speaking skills. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
Wade.
welcome. All the best ya in Doha ya, Bu Ada ya.
Thank you, Pak.
Okay, Prof Didin, I think we can go back to the questions in the chat box. But
Okay.
okay, there is one questions from Ibu Amelia dari MPBI Bogor. The questions is regarding what you mentioned before about the tremendous wave of English teaching methods, but using the authentic medias and using digital tools as well. So the questions is the phenomenons that is exposed to the youngsters and the teachers. How do you see Indonesia? Do you think Indonesia will eventually change English to second language and not staying in the foreign language? Yeah.
Wow, yeah, thank you for the question. That's really tough. Yeah, very tough questions. I think it's not I think it's not only seen from the development of English as the language, but I think that will relate to the politics as well. Yeah, because yeah, language is quite close. Yeah, with the politics when it comes to how it develops in a country. Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, I still predict it, but this one is just based on the prediction. The need and the growth of English in Indonesia will be quite stable, yeah, in the few decades. But I still think that English will still be regarded, yeah, as the first foreign language, yeah. I think not the second language, and yeah, it's quite difficult, yeah, to improve the status of English as the second language, because that again deals with the culture, that again deals with the politics, yeah, that again deals with the environment, and so on and so on, the situation. But I think English will always be the language, yeah, the foreign language, and in this case still be the first, yeah, foreign language that the people of Indonesia will still use in the future, yeah, because we can see now one of the mandatory requirements, let's say, for the university entrance is English, yeah, regardless their disciplines. And then also, if we talk about the scholarship point of view, the language requirements that are that needs to be submitted are mostly in English. Yeah, and then also when we see the birth certificate or other official documents, yeah, they are made bilingual in English as well. And if we talk about job requirements, again, one of the advantages of the potential workers to be admitted to a company is again the one that has an English, yeah, proficiency and so on. So I think that it will still grow, yeah, as the first foreign language, but maybe, yeah, but this is just a prediction, may not be developed as the second language. But we still need to have a wait and see to how it will go, yeah, in the future. Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
it's open
even
as
though,
well
yeah,
for, yeah, for others
really,
to give comment on this one. I think this is a very interesting issue that we need to discuss
mm,
together. What do you think? Do you have anything to add to, or maybe you have a different opinion from mine? Yeah, more than welcome. Or even, what do you think, Gabriella?
me personally, I think again, Prof, as you said, language sometimes when it comes to changing and moving from the foreign language to the second language, it requires like political things as well, right? Because second language means the language will be used in the government and stuff like that. So it's quite hard. But I guess I agree as well that it might not be changing into like the second language, but the uses of the language itself will also grow. So when well, it will stay in the foreign language part, but it is still will grow eventually in our own daily lives as well. Mungkin Bapak Ibu yang lain ada juga yang ingin mengomentari tentang masalah ini, Bapak Ibu boleh langsung raise hand aja sebelum kita
Yeah.
mulai pindah ke pertanyaan selanjutnya. Oke, kalau tidak ada mungkin Prof kita boleh pindah ke pertanyaan selanjutnya ya, Prof. Oke, pertanyaan selanjutnya Prof ada dari Bapak Jonathan. Seeing the development of AI today, how it actually able to create voice conversation features, how it also can recognize the conditions around us, and how it also develop a current hardware that will the very small hardware that can be penetrated to like technologies and stuff. Do you think it is possible that in the future AI will replace us as the teachers to like design learning, understanding the feelings and the attitudes of the students, carry out the evaluations and stuff? Do you think it's possible?
Yeah, okay. That's a very interesting questions, and to answer that, yeah, I'm gonna share a screen again. Yeah, let's have a look. This one. Wait. Yeah. Okay. Now, these are based on the survey. Yeah, quite large survey. Yeah. Teachers were asked, yeah, what do you use artificial intelligence for? Yeah. When it is, so the way it is done, yeah. So it's not based on 100 percentage for all questions. Yeah. So if it says creating materials, for example, means that 57% of the respondents mentioned that they use AI for creating materials. Yeah. So the other question, yeah, do not add up to 100%. Yeah, that's how it works. Because the same teachers, yeah, the same participants were asked, do you use AI to help learners practice using English? Yeah, it says 53% say yes. Yeah, means that the other 47% says no. Yeah, so that's how it works. Yeah, basically the survey. Now you can have a look at how teachers, yeah, English teachers use AI. Yeah, they are being used for administrative tasks. They are being used for grading, yeah, or assessing learners. Yeah, they are used, yeah, to correct learners' English. Yeah, it's very easy. Yeah, instead of us, for example, like correcting each one by one student's work, yeah, if we use artificial intelligence, it's very easy, yeah, and quick. But again, that leads to the critical thinking. If we focus on the end product, yeah, meaning that we rely the results onto I think that will not lead to a quite meaningful learning. But if we examine the way artificial intelligence works, yeah, to do the grading, I think we can learn something from the way machine works to give feedback. Yeah. So the key point is not on the product, but the way it can promote learning. Yeah. So if we can see this, yeah, from these results, the teachers use AI to create materials, have learners practice using English. They correct learners' English, creating lesson plan, grading, or assessing learners, and administrative tasks. Yeah. We should be quite cautious because these are what AI can do. Yeah, to some extent that has already replaced some, yeah, of what teachers can do, right? But again, the key is in the person. Yeah, the key is in the human. Yeah, machine will always still be machine. Yeah, it is powerless if it's not handled by human. Yeah, so the question is that how can we be always, yeah, smarter, yeah, and being the controller of a machine. Yeah, that's the very challenging question. Yeah, there are things that human and that machine cannot teach. Yeah, our students. Yeah, as I mentioned previously on my previous slides, it talks about three competencies. The first one is the skills. Yeah, second one is the first one is the knowledge. Second one is the skills. The third one is the attitudes and values. I think that what makes, yeah, we are still distinct from machine. Yeah, I don't think that machine can teach our students attitudes and values. Yeah, to some extent, perhaps yes, but it's not as great as their human teachers do. Yeah, so that what makes, I think machine will never be able, yeah, to replace human, but that really depends on how smart we are as human to always being adaptive and to always being transformative, yeah, to changes. Yeah, the answer depends. Yeah, depends. Yeah, depends on how we react. Yeah, on the phenomenon that we see nowadays.
Okay, so that means there is a possibility. However, it always depends on us on how we adapt and react to the changes, right, Prof? Okay. That hope that answers your questions, by Jonathan. So now there is one more questions, Prof, from Ibu Mumu. So I think that this can be regarded as the challenges for other English teachers, including me as well. So the biggest challenge in teaching English is improving students' productive skills. Since students do not use English in their environment, how can we motivate them to maintain their English usage to improve their productive skills, like speaking especially?
Yes, again, yeah, a challenging question. There are multiple responses that I can give to this one. Yeah, because that's not only relate to how we deliver the teaching, but also on how we expose, yeah, English to the students' future. Yeah, again, I would like to draw my statement previously that we teach English for three things. The first one is for their study. The second one is for their career. The third one is for their life. Yeah. Um, One thing which is very important to instill when we teach someone is to show them on how it can be meaningful to their life. Yeah. Because students nowadays are very critical. Yeah. Sometimes they ask, why do I have to learn this? What's the purpose? Yeah. What am I gonna have? Yeah, by learning this one, yeah, for example. Yeah. So the key thing is that we need to also demonstrate them on what they can do with good English. Yeah. So we take them visionary to the future on what can they do if they have good English. Yeah. For example, better education, yeah, better scholarship opportunities, better profession, yeah, better opportunities ahead if they have English. So the key thing is to give them some kind of like pictures or goals that they can achieve with good English. Okay. So that hopefully learning English deals closely with motivation. If they have a strong motivation that they would like to achieve this one, yeah, for example, what's your goal in the future? Yeah, for example, I'm gonna be a pilot. Yeah, maybe what they know is pilot is being able to fly the planes. Yeah, maybe they don't know that flying a plane needs good English. Yeah, they need to understand a very good command of English. They need to have a very good command of speaking English. Yeah, good communication and so on. So basically, giving them, yeah, the chances, yeah, to have a look and on how they can use English in the future, yeah, will be very important so that they can see the projection, yeah, how they will use English in the future. That's the first. The second one is about maximizing, again, the ones that I've mentioned and we have discussed so far, is the use of the idle. Yeah. Idle has been really quite promising in compensating weaknesses of situation of learning English in Indonesia. For example, the first one is the large classes. Yeah, I think that's very normal. Yeah, in Indonesia, classes comprises of maybe 25, 30, or even 40, or even more than 50 students. Yeah. And also to compensate, for example, with the other limitation deals with the limited time. Yeah. If, for example, we teach at the English education department, of course, the majority of the courses, yeah, are English related subject. But if we teach English at, for example, the education management department, yeah, for the undergraduate, perhaps they will only learn English for 3 credits. So what can they take? Yeah, in only 3 credits, yeah, for over 4 years. Yeah. Yeah. So that I think the concept of idle can be brought, yeah, as well into the classroom to maximize and to compensate, yeah, that limitations, yeah, that we have in our teaching and learning situations. Yeah. So I think those two factors. I believe there are some other factors, yeah, that can be beneficial to to support our students, yeah, language proficiency.
Okay, so is more or less like building the sense of belonging of the students, yeah, Prof. Berarti, and how they
Yeah,
the purpose
yeah, I
of
think
learning.
because they need to understand the purpose. Why do I have to
Mm.
learn this? Yeah, because maybe some of them only know, yeah, it is obligatory to learn at schools. Yeah, for example, without knowing what is its significance for me to learn this and that. Yeah. So I think, yeah, giving them a very good understanding about aspects of life will be really crucial as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Didin. Okay, I think okay, one person raised hand, Bu Melva. If you have any questions.
Yes, Bu Gabi. Yes, I have one question.
Go on, Ibu.
Okay. Thank you for the chance, Bu Gabi and Prof. What I want to say is using AI is not harmful in education, especially for the teachers and also for the students, because it is helpful for us. But sometimes there are some of anxiety of the teacher when the tests come or assessments time. Student actually hard to answer or difficult to answer the test because they're not critical thinking yet. In their daily activities, they always use X GPT or AI. And what do you think of this case, sir? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, Pak Melva. Yeah, where are you located? I think
I'm
somewhere far. Yeah.
from I'm Sorong. I'm from Sorong, Southwest Papua.
Uh,
Sir.
from Sorong. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very far. Yeah, from Jakarta is about 3.5 hour flight. Is that right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I've been to Sorong twice. Yeah, it's quite very tiring. Yeah, so so that's why I really appreciate how, yeah, UTE really make education open to all. Yeah, even though that we're very far distance, yeah, but we still can meet, yeah, over this platform. Yeah,
Right.
I think that's, yeah, that has become the quite major concern. Yeah, on one hand, again, AI leads to several positive things, but on the other hand, it leads to some positive, some negativity, or even some potential threats. Yeah. Yeah, I always think that our initial meetings, yeah, with the students will always be crucial. Yeah, we need to inform them, yeah, on which areas artificial intelligence can be used or cannot be used. I think if we say it at the university settings, yeah, it is something like learning contract, yeah, on what they can do and what they cannot do. Yeah, so it needs to set a very clear boundaries and directions on the limitations of AI in our classes. Yeah, the problem is not because is sometimes they do not understand what are the limitations. Yeah, that's the problem. But on the other hand, as well, because they're being spoiled, yeah, with the AI. So, yeah, the very shortcut that they can use is just by, yeah, using AI. That's very easy. Yeah, I think educating them, yeah, with how AI might work in our classes, yeah, since the very beginning, yeah, will be really crucial, yeah, as the stepping stone. Yeah. So the initial meetings, yeah, for me is always being crucial, yeah, to have some kind of like agreement on what rights and what kind of obligations that our students can have, yeah, in our classes. Yeah. And sometimes we need also to check, yeah, in the real classes using the traditional assessment. Yeah, for example, the pen and paper. Yeah, I also teach a course on creative writing. Yeah, this semester. When the assignment come to online, yeah, the result was always amazing. Yeah, I can see a very improved writing proficiency of the students. But I always check it in classes using the pen and paper mode. Yeah, for example, yeah, I will give them the topic, yeah, for them to write, let's say, for example, just a short 200 words, for example. Um, it's about creative writing always, yeah, for example, asking them to write which part of their life, yeah, that has been the most emotional to them. Yeah, they write it using pen and paper only in classes so that they know, yeah, anytime, yeah, the lecturers or the teachers will check, yeah, whether they use the AI or not. I think that's the best that we can do. I also wait for all our institutions and policy missing.
Because it's always a large class, and they have a lack of experience to learn English in their area. So when they come to study in our institution, we need to give them very basic thing about English. And it's really, like you said, tiring. But yeah, for some reason, there are several things that we can do just to make them feel free to learn, like giving them games and like using Slido or Kahoot or something like that. But for those who like the online games, like we use, we do in the first at first, some of them don't have handphone like
Yeah.
the latest one, so they cannot join. And some of them just feel, oh, that's fine, we can learn with our friends. But others feel that, oh, the teacher just give the chance for those who can have the tool, and how about us, we cannot join with the program. So that's the reality that we face in the in reality in our class. So that's why I said that this thing is very enlighten us and give us something like like you said in idle. Even though I think we need to work more about that, to applicate that, to imply that in our teaching work, something like that. That's all. I give it back
Yeah.
for you, Prof. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, yeah, Ibu Maria. Yeah, it's been an honor, yeah, to see you online, yeah, from Jayapura. Yeah, from Papua. It's even a lot further than Sorong. Yeah, wow, yeah, amazing. Yeah, that you can join this public, yeah, this public lecture. Yeah, yeah, Ibu. I think that I'd like to respond in Bahasa Indonesia, ya, so that perhaps what I say will be a lot more powerful than when I say in English. Ya, saya selalu sangat merasa terkesan ya dengan kawan-kawan dan saudara-saudara di timur Indonesia yang saya tahu persis ya perjuangannya pasti jauh ya lebih dahsyat dibandingkan kami-kami di kota besar, Ibu ya. Saya pernah menginterview seorang guru dalam sebuah program, ya, sebuah program beasiswa micro credential dari sebuah kementerian. Betapa amazingnya saya mendengar cerita beliau tentang mengajarkan bahasa Inggris aja boro-boro gitu ya. Jadi harus sampai dikembangkan sebuah kamus 3 bahasa karena mereka saja tidak mengerti bahasa Indonesia. Bagaimana mengajarkan bahasa Inggris? Ya, jadi kalau nggak salah dari Papua Pegunungan itu ya, betapa hebatnya beliau mengembangkan sebuah kamus ya 3 bahasa, bahasa Inggris, bahasa Indonesia dan bahasa lokal agar studennya bisa mengerti ya. Jadi boro-boro terkait dengan infrastruktur dan lain sebagainya. Ini dari bahasanya juga harus ada mediasi gitu ya. Tapi pada saat yang bersamaan, ya oleh sebab itu saya sangat merasa sangat luar biasa ya mendengar perjuangan-perjuangan teman-teman semua di sana. Tapi beberapa waktu yang lalu saya juga mendapat kesempatan untuk menginterview ya di sebuah sekolah, di sebuah beasiswa. Ibu, saya amazed dengan salah satu peserta yang berasal dari Papua yang dengan kemampuan bahasa Inggrisnya yang luar biasa. Beliau akan mendapatkan kesempatan untuk studi S3 ya di luar negeri gitu ya. Jadi saya juga sangat amazed ya terhadap apa yang ada di sana. Ya, ini saya sampaikan dalam bahasa Indonesia karena saya pikir bahasa Inggris saya terbatas ya untuk mengungkapkan ini secara emosional gitu ya. Jadi I prefer to say this to respect ya all our brothers and sisters from the eastern part of Indonesia. Yeah, all I can say is that yeah, we need to maintain all our spirits, yeah, to teach and to give the best, yeah, to our students, and may God always bless, yeah, you, yeah, as the hero and heroine, yeah, for our education, yeah, in the eastern part of Indonesia. Hopefully that everything will get better, including the infrastructure and things. Hopefully that we can always, yeah, motivate our students from the success story that we heard. Okay, thank you very much, yeah, Bu Maria.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Maria. Thank you so much also, Prof. Didin. I think it will mark as the end of our Q&A session. So thank you so much, Prof. Didin, for answering all the questions. As well, thank you so much for all the participants who have asked the questions to make this discussions even more engaging and enlightening for all of us as well. And then, ladies and gentlemen, before we close our public lecture, allow me to sum up a little of our lecture today. I will share a bit on what I got from what Prof. Didin has shared as well. So I think with all the changes, the rapid changes that what happens in the world, what even though that we can feel a little of relief on how English is our work, our job as English teacher might not be replaced. And then we can still also see how big is the global demand of ELT in the future, and then also with the spread of the blended learning, the freelance teaching, the idle system as well, we as an English teacher will have a lot of opportunities to keep expanding our skills and our opportunity in this current technological world. However, what we need to do as an English teacher to be able to keep up with those world is actually to be adaptive and also always make sure that we react in the right way to all the technologies that happens. And then yes, there will always be a possibility for our job to be replaced by technology. However, what matters is on how we react and how we respond as a person and more as a teacher to those changes, because we always have to try to be adaptive and then be smarter than the technology itself. And then also one more thing is that for me is very powerful from Prof. Didin is that when we teach, we have to think about three things that we have to share for our students. So we have to make sure our students understand that we're teaching them a studies not only for their education and study, but also further for their career and then for their life as well. Okay, so now we actually come toward the end of our public lecture. Allow me to say the biggest thank you and the biggest appreciation to Professor Didin Nuruddin M.A. TESOL PhD for the insight and the knowledge that you've given to all of us. I believe everyone here will agree with me that what we got today will be very useful and very meaningful for all of us as well. Thank you so much, Prof.
Yeah, thank you everyone.
Okay, and I will also further give thanks to Professor Dr. Maman Rumanta M.Si and the whole management of Graduate School of Universitas Terbuka. Also, thank you to Dr. Johanna MPD as the head of the English Education Master Program. And then thank you to all the committees for this public lecture. And lastly, a big thank you to all the audiences for attending this public lecture. For the attendance and certificate informations, please find and fill the link that is given in the chat box. And then before our meeting ends, we would like to capture our memories in a photograph. So for all of the audiences, Please open your camera and give us your best smile. Later, Mbak Puput will help us in capturing the slides.
Okay. Okay, Bapak Ibu, we have some slides here. Slide 1. Slide 2. Slide 3. Okay, all done. Thank you, Bapak Ibu. Thank you, Bu Gaby.
Thank you, Mbak Puput. Okay, and then to officially close our public lecture today, let me close it with a pantun.
Wow.
Kalau ada jarum yang patah, jangan disimpan di dalam peti. Kalau ada silap dan salah, harap sudi maafkan kami. Once again, thank you so much, all ladies and gentlemen, for your participation and attention. Hope we can meet again in the next public lecture. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mbak Gabriella. Prof, terima kasih banyak, Prof. Ya,
Ya, Bapak Ibu,
Ya,
Bapak Tiar, Bu
Terima
Joana,
kasih,
dan
Bu.
teman-teman semua. Oke, izin live ya. Sampai ketemu lagi.
ya, siap. Ya, kasih Prof. Ya.